Hi everybody, I'm Paxash and welcome back to Paxash Plays Nekojishi. We are at dance practice. Our club practice. That night. While our club leader gives a speech, I notice Jiahao coming over to me. Hey, Liao, so remember how you asked me if I knew any Rukai gods that look like clouded leopards? Yeah, how'd it go? You get something? I look towards the god in question. He's listening carefully with his stern expression. Yeah, my mom had some ideas. So, while there aren't any clouded leopard gods, the Rukai do actually have a legend about a clouded leopard. A legend about a clouded leopard, huh? What kind of legend? Well, a long time ago, my ancestors were traveling through Wutai. Just as they were about to leave, a clouded leopard in the tribe refused to go any further. It made them stop and look. That clouded leopard led them to a treasured place, perfect for them to live and prosper. That's where they settled and formed the current Wutai tribe we have today. It's quite the tale. But you can never know if that's really what happened. I'd say the way our ancestors migrated back then was a little bit strange. But tales are tales. Maybe the clouded leopard you were thinking of is the one from that legend after all. Do you think he became a god after that? There's no way to be sure. Our tribe doesn't worship clouded leopards, but they do pay respect to them. Maybe there is a clouded leopard god out there after all. By the way, what made you so interested in all this? I was probably just wrong about it to begin with. Well, I just heard something about clouded leopards being respected by the Rukai. Then I wondered if any of them were gods. They're important creatures after all, right? Of course. As I said, the clouded leopards are respected by the Rukai. We would never harm them. But there's no reason to say they're all gods. Well, maybe the one who led the tribe to Wutai might be, but not the entire species. Ugh. Every time. Can't get through more than 3. It's the magic number. Okay, so that particular clouded leopard from that tale might really be a god, huh? Who knows? Mom didn't really mention it. And I don't think an animal could just become a god anyways. In our culture, all the gods existed since before the universe was created. Now that I think about it, that clouded leopard never told me he was a god. Maybe there's just a different name for it. Regardless, there's definitely a basis for that clouded leopard to have come from the Rukai tribe. Maybe he might even be the one from Jiahao's legend. Right, I've got another question. Have you heard about Ali ID? Oh god. Idridringane? Wait, Idridringane? Jesus. That was a butchering if I've ever heard one. Oh yeah, that. I let out a noise. Leopard had suddenly spoke out aloud next to me. What's wrong? Cat got your tongue? Yeah, kinda. Anyway, you ever heard about a god with the name whatever, however you say that? I'd have to ask. It'd be great if you could. Thank you for all your help. It's no problem, really. Piece of cake. That's cool. I'm getting a random phone call from a place in New York. There's nobody in New York who would call me. That's fun. Anyway, it's no problem, really, piece of cake. I already read that. Now that that's over, I pretend to tell Jiahao that I need to use the bathroom so I can get a chance to talk to Leopard alone. So, Leopard, Jiahao said he didn't know about any clouded leopard gods in the Rukai. You know anything about that? I've been putting this off for a while, but I decided to just ask him straight out. He probably knew I was suspicious of him anyway. Best to just ask. I am no god. I'm spirit. Spirit? I am spirit. I don't know why he went back and forth like that. Not god. So if you're not a god, Jiahao was right then? Yes. Okay, so are you the leopard who led the Rukai to Wutai? Yes. No. Yes and no? What does that mean? Not only Wutai. Kochapangane. Kongadvange. Are those all the tribes you've helped? I lead the path. Those people live better. So he's been leading the path for the Rukai people to find better places to live for a long time now, huh? I guess he's done a lot for the Rukai people. I understand now. I'm so sorry for suspecting you. It's fine. Sorry about that. So, I guess Mr. Leopard is a good god. No, a good spirit. He may not say much, and he's always got that distant look on his face. But from now on, he'll get a different face from me. One of respect. And that, whatever, who sent him here. Hopefully this all turns out good in the end. Afterwards, I go back to my seat, wave to Senpai, and focus on our club leader's choreography tutorials for the rest of the meeting. I just want to listen to the song for a second. I was sitting at my desk just as my mobile started to ring. It's a call from back home. Honestly, I don't want to pick up, but it's been ages since I've talked to anyone from my family. After a moment of hesitation, I pick up the phone. Hello? Leon, my boy, your dad's been missing you. How have you been? Yeah, Dad, I've been fine. Well, I can't really say having to suddenly deal with those 3 cats is fine, but should I talk about that to Dad? I really want to find out if my family does have a history of having the ability to see the guardian tigers and other spirits. But if Dad finds out that I can do that, wouldn't he just force me to go back home? My older brother handles all the temple work these days. He takes it super seriously. It'd be stupid to put myself in competition to him anyway. Something wrong, Leo? You seem quiet. Yeah, it's okay. It's just... I should probably ask. Dad, was our family ever able to see the guardian tigers? I hesitate a little bit, but I figure that asking him directly is the best option. See the guardian tigers? I mean, can we see the guardian tigers during divination? Has anyone in our family been able to see them before? Seeing guardian tigers during divination? What are you talking about? Divination is divination. How could someone see the guardian tigers? So the answer is no? It's a no. Why are you so interested in this all of a sudden? Have people been telling you things? Oh, no, I'm just curious. I mean, we've been a Jitong family for a long time. Maybe there's something more to the guardian tigers. Oh, well, you did remind me of something, though. When I was a boy, my grandfather, well, your great-grandfather, always said that he was watched upon by the guardian tigers. If it were true, he must have lived well, honest, and kind. I don't believe it anyway. Well, that isn't to say that I don't believe in guardian tigers, though. I mean, surely the guardian tigers are busy. I highly doubt they would spend their time watching on us mortals. Yeah, Tiger sure seems busy. Your great-grandfather used to use stories like that to keep kids in line anyway. Modern people aren't as dogmatic as he was. But don't you tell that to anyone else, otherwise people might start thinking about us as a bunch of swindlers. We may be Jitong with the guardian tigers, but that doesn't mean we can actually talk with them. Anyway, don't blab about this to people. Understood? I got it. That's a good boy. And how's school? You keeping up your grades? I mean, I cheated on a quiz a few days ago, but I don't think I should tell Dad that. It's been going alright. Life has been pretty good here, and dance club has been going well. Glad to hear it. Just don't spend all your life in the club. Focus on study, okay? Mm-hmm. So when will you be down home next? Not sure when I would have some time. It's almost Qingming. You have a break then, right? Should come back if you do. Tomb Sweeping Day in English, Qingming, is a traditional Chinese festival that takes place on the first day of the 5th solar term in the traditional Chinese lunar solar calendar. This makes it either the 4th or 5th of April in a given year. Oh, I learned something today. Okay, I'll see if I can. Alright, remember to come home sometime, and make sure to get enough sleep. Yeah, I'll make sure to sleep early tonight. That's good. Bye for now, son. Bye, Dad. I let out a sigh into the otherwise silent room. Are you alright, Leo? Did something happen to worry you? Dad said no one in my family has been able to see guardian tigers. Didn't he, like, literally say, or not literally say, didn't he imply your great-grandfather could? Tiger nods, seemingly unsurprised by this. It has been too long since the last one. Hence why I said your ability is precious. But can I really see you? This could all just be my... If they don't exist, why can't I see them in front of me? Just as soon as I start to get used to having them around, Dad's got me doubting myself all over again. Of course you can. Who else would you be talking to right now? There's nothing to be worried about. Seeing is believing. I cannot blame your dad or your grandfather. They cannot see us. Leo, do you really believe I'm just some illusion of yours? Well, a little bit. Honestly, I am worried about it. Still, I didn't expect him to address it outright. It is pointless to worry. Proving that we are not illusions is simple. How so? I simply have to do something you cannot. For example, taking a book from your shelf and reading you a page. Surely you cannot remember it exactly. Still, I've read all of those already. There's a chance I could have just remembered the passage. Isn't there a better way you could prove your existence? Excellent point. There are several more options. How about you just open a website you've never seen before? You can close your eyes and I can read it to you. Simple. I'm certain that will work. If that does not convince you, I can do much more. He's right, Liao. What's there for you to worry about? I'm in the room now too, apparently. Senpai. Well, I didn't catch everything you said on the phone, but it sounded serious. You okay, Liao? Did you catch a cold? Don't tell me it's so bad you're seeing things. No, I don't have a cold. People just don't start seeing things from colds. So you hit your head? Liao might have brain damage. You're the one who hit their head. Come on, Senpai, stop messing with me. Liao, I don't understand why you're worrying so much. You can see us. That's the truth. Even if Liku Lao and the old man were your illusions, I'm a real person that everyone can see, and I'm standing right here. Senpai, you're human to everyone else, not a leopard cat. Come on, are you really this dense? Do you actually believe Yan Shuqi would just move in with you like this? You think he'd tell you stories about rejuvenating a temple in Miaoli? I'd be impressed if you made all this up. Well, you're right. Honestly, I don't care if this is something to do with your family. The only thing that matters is that you can see me now. Got it. It's alright, Liao. Just as I said, you're thinking too much about it. Are you feeling better now? I can't just change how I feel about it that quickly, but I do feel a little better. I should probably just stop stressing myself over it. Still, it's unreal to think that I can just see gods now. I'm here too. Liao, I made you see. I know. It's real. I didn't expect Leopard to be worried about me as well. Thanks, I'm alright. It was just a thought, nothing more. It's pretty obvious you were stressing over this. I was worried Liao might end up in an asylum. I'm pretty sure you mean psychologist, and even then, no way. Okay. Come on, you don't even treat me like an idiot. Liao is not an idiot. Thanks. Right, Liao isn't an idiot. Why do I feel like you're the one making me out to be an idiot, Senpai? Must be those illusions of yours. Get off. I pretend to be angry, pouting as I look away from them. However, regardless of their teasing, I know they care about me. Just knowing that kind of makes me feel warm inside. Aw. Well, that was like equal parts douchey and sweet from them. So I think that'll be the end of this one, because that's a pretty good stopping point. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.